boys quickly paddled towards the island. When they reached the coast, they pulled up the boat onto the shore and admired the beautiful trees and sand. Paku was on the verge of dying, so the boys' first priority was to save his life. They carried him under a tree and laid him down gently in the shade. Then they explored around the coastal area to find anything useful. The island had a beautiful beach surrounding it. Majority of the island was covered by forests and full of lush life. There was a wide variety of plants and animals. The boys ran into the forest searching for food and water. They managed to get some berries from a nearby tree and even found a stream of fresh water. Without hesitation, they immediately started to eat and drink. They never felt more happier consuming something else after weeks of eating raw fish. They used the empty water bottles from the boat to store as much water as they can. They brought some berries and the water back to Paku. They tried to feed him. He did not have the energy to eat or drink, but the boys decided to keep feeding him and giving him water, assuming that if he was able to consume something for his stomach, he would be okay. For the first few hours on the island, the boys stayed on the coast area near the boat. They were trying to figure out a way to get back home. Akash thought that they should stay on the island since they had nowhere else to go. Jamal wanted to sail back out to sea because he figured nobody could find them on the island. Dakota thought that they should send a signal from the island, hoping that a ship or plane can spot it from far away. The boys had a long discussion about whose plan was the best. They talked until sunset. Dakota stayed with Paku while he rested. Meanwhile, Jamal and Akash decided to go gather sticks to make a fire. Akash knew how to make fire by rubbing sticks together because his father taught him. After a few minutes, Akash managed to spark embers onto some leaves, and soon after a fire begun. The boys gathered around the fire to stay warm. They even put Paku's body right beside them. They noticed he started breathing at his normal rate again, so the boys kept feeding him and making sure he got his rest. The first night on the island felt like they won the lottery. After suffering at sea for 3 weeks, finding the island restored their faith in humanity. They slept the best they ever did that night, unaware that bad luck is about to strike again the very next night. Early the next morning, the boys woke up to a big surprise. Paku was able to stand and talk normally. Eating and resting really accelerated his recovery. The boys picked some fruits for breakfast, then talked again about whose plan they were going to try. Paku suggested that they can try everyone's plan at once. 2 of them can sail out with fruits and water to find home, while the other 2 stayed on the island trying to make a signal. That way there was 2 plans executed for them to get back home, one of which may work. At least that's what they thought.